I advocate Mngomezulu. That man is up to something. That man is up to something. Now, today, people were bored. People were bored. Guys, I even thought, Uguti, maybe something is happening. I think even ENCA, Newsroom Africa, SAPC1, they were shocked. I think today they were shocked. For the first time in the history of the Senzo Meyiwa case, you had two people watching that case. A lot of people were so not interested in what was happening until Advocate Mngomezulu took a stand and started the cross-examination. I was watching the numbers on this episode. For the first time in the history of this case, you saw people, 2 people, 3 people watching that. For the first time in the history of this case, people were so bored and pissed off. But when Advocate Mngomezulu decided that, you know what, let me deal with the local hosts. I saw the numbers. They went like 250. They went down to 100 and something. Then the next thing, it was already on 6,000. It's like people were telling each other that Mngomezulu started the cross-examination. Come back, come back. People came back in numbers. That's the thing about Mngomezulu. At first, I did not understand where. I was like, I knew that he's going somewhere. But I was like, where is he going? Now, it turns out that Mngomezulu is up to something. And he even said it. He said, look, when the state led Ukhoz, when the state was leading Ukhoz, I saw this and I was waiting for this, and I'm like, yeah, Mngomezulu, what are you saying? Mngomezulu, Gandhi is onto something. He's about to prove that you hosts, I told you, guys, that these people, they are not there to provide us with evidence against the accused. They are there to sell us a narrative that these are the right people without providing evidence to back themselves up. But today, Mngomezulu was like, I'm going to expose you. All of you, I'm going to expose you guys for that. Okay. For me, it was quite exciting now. I'm like, hey, we've been bored all along. You know what I'm saying? We were I was starting to lose interest in this thing. At all, I was starting to lose interest in this trial. But Mngomezulu was like, hey, come back. Wozani? Zosebenza la. Wozani? Hayi. Umbambo advocate Baloi. Umbambo host. Umbambo judge. Single-handed them. And the man says, no, I told you, you don't have a case. Did you hear me very well? Let me repeat. Mngomezulu said, I told you, you don't have a case. But wait. We'll get into that one. I know me and you guys, we do have a case. Me and you, we do have a case. Here is our case. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people. Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contributing to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, so at first, Advocate Mngomezulu was going around the towers, right? He's asking the areas by area by area, area by area, area by area, area by area, right? And I'm like, look, he pointed an area, there was a tower here. What the host was doing, he agrees that, okay, there was a tower here. There's an area, there's a tower, but he doesn't confirm the tower, right? He confirms the place, all the places that Advocate Mngomezulu is naming, but he doesn't confirm the towers they're on. Right there, I had a problem with it because remember, there was an disagreement. The defense had disagreed with them to say you are not an expert. Look, you are not network provider or what network service provider expect, right? That you can testify on towers. Guess what the state says? Hey, he must testify on that one. He is an expert. Now, Advocate Mngomezulu begins asking him about the towers. Suddenly, the man cannot confirm that. And I sat there and I said to myself, wait, are you not an expert? A cell phone expert under SAPS. So, where's part you've got SAPS? You should be able to confirm all of these towers by name. The bad thing or the unfortunate thing from the state side is that Advocate Mngomezulu knows these places. Even when Advocate Mngomezulu was testifying, even when Advocate Mngomezulu was cross-examining, who's this, the cell phone expert? I mean, no, the AVL. The way he was naming these places, he will tell you that there's a robot in this place. That's how accurate that man knows the place. And you can tell that man knows South Africa. That man knows everything. And he will name the areas that I know. I'll be like, huh? Mngomezulu, the Grey Avenue. What, Albertine? I'm like, huh? And the way he will say it, it's very accurate, right? They forgot that they are dealing with that. Look, this man, it appears like he's a man that doesn't just rely on other people. He does his own investigation, because if you're looking at the way he was asking him about towers, you can tell that this man knows what he's talking about. He's not second guessing things. Advocate Mngomezulu understands and knows what he's talking about. I suspect this man, he works with other people who are very good in providing him with information, or probably his years of experience have taught, look, he's been into different places, maybe, but hey man, the way Advocate Mngomezulu knows these places, Haibo. And he's accurate when he tells you that there's Grey Avenue, and he described Grey Avenue exactly the way now you know it. You're like, huh? And then he moved to the next place. He described it exactly the way you know it. You're like, yeah. So I felt like our hosts, they forgot that they are dealing with a man who knows these areas. They are here. So when he started dealing with Advocate with the host, you could hear that host is now dancing, because Advocate is like, Wozala, xoxa njengamadoda. Uthini? The ultimate goal out of everything that was happening, look, at first I didn't understand where we were going, but I knew that the man is up to something. Advocate Mngomezulu, I knew he was up to something. But then at the end, I saw, even Baloi, he understood, we are being caught. When Advocate Mngomezulu stood up the other time and said to the state, you guys, you told us that it was a robbery gone wrong, but you were arguing a hit. He said, you don't have a case. Today, the man came prepared to prove that the state does not have a case. The state is just giving us information and say, hey, let's do finder. But there is no substance in what the state is providing. There is no... Hey man, when they are talking, you will believe that they have something. But until the defense get touch or get hold of them, you realize there's nothing here, right? When host was led by Baloi, he sounded like a pit bull. But until Mngomezulu got hold of the man, you realize that was look. We realized that no. The pit bull is actually the defense. You know what I'm saying? Not the other way around. It appears like before Advocate Mngomezulu got hold of host, it appears like they've got something. You know what I'm saying? They are offering something. But did you listen to local host under Mngomezulu when Mngomezulu was dealing with him? Oh, the man was starting to say things. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, hey, but what? How can't he? Baloi ne chachi. They could see, this man is cooking something. So at the end of it all, he did not get to the climax. Advocate Mngomezulu had not yet gotten to the climax. And that's why I did not want him to get disturbed, because what has happened for him to for them to stop is that it is given our hosts a space to breathe. They will go and do coaching, a bit of a coaching today. But I felt like it would have been nice if he had started with him throughout the day and just, you know what I'm saying? Boil him, boil him, boil him, boil him. Because Advocate Mngomezulu was like, we were like, hey, man, come on, Zagaza. You are up to something, but time is not on your side as well. Even his argument even when the state was objecting and his response to the objection, yeah, you could tell that this man is prepared. Advocate Mngomezulu is prepared, Buffett. Yeah, that man. I think his seniority as an advocate, you see it. That's why there's a person who called me and told me that they want the services of Advocate Mngomezulu. By the way, I know that person is watching my video. Guys, I forgot to call him. That I'll call him. Because I was busy. But man, we are going to see something here. We are going to, we are going to learn that on the 26th, of October 2014, accused number 1 was not detected anywhere around these areas of Fort Loras. I'm telling you, we are going to learn something, and that if the judge had to rule otherwise and say these people are the right people, I will tell you that even if the defense were to bring anybody else, the judgment was pre-written, in the beginning of this case. Because, I mean, the way Advocate Mngomezulu is coming with this thing, you can tell, if he can crack this one nicely, I will be like, I'm done. I already believe that the accused are not the right people. Like you all know, we all say in this channel, just as a friendly reminder, we say, the accused might have been guilty of any other criminal offense. We don't dispute we don't dispute that, like accused number 5. He's guilty, has been found guilty and sentenced to 6 life sentences, including, on top of that, the 38 or 39 years. We don't dispute that. But we are saying, so far as the Meyiwa case, the state has not yet provided an evidence that will convince us that these are the right people who took the life of Senzo Meyiwa. They have not yet provided us with such evidence. The DNA expert excluded them. Like every evidence that has been brought, don't talk to me about Zungu. Zungu is the greatest liar that we have ever experienced. So don't tell me about Zungu. Don't even mention that name. That name is an abomination to my ears and to my friends here in the tribe here. We don't want to hear that name because we know he lied. So far, even the so-called cell phone, what, nothing has been provided that seek to say to us, these people were there. Right? I was waiting for this, but hey, Advocate Mngomezulu, thank you very much for the job done. It's the beginning. The matter hasn't even reached the climax. But Spemesa Kolo, we saw that Mngomezulu is up to something here. I'm telling you now, Mngomezulu is about to prove to us. I saw it later when he was about to when they were about to adjourn. Because at first I was like, hey, Mngomezulu up. And I saw comments as well from people that were like, hey, we don't see where Mngomezulu is going. But because it is Advocate Mngomezulu, we trust, we know that the man is going somewhere. Just as they were about to adjourn, I was like, oh yes, I see. The man was not around when Senzo Meyiwa was killed. He was a bit far than where. Hey, I'm like, oh, come on, Mngomezulu. I'm like, oh, man. I see. So, okay, we can only hope that tomorrow, today we know they're going to do a lot of coaching. They will coach the man. They will prepare him and say, when Advocate Mngomezulu say this is what you need to say. We know that. We are aware of that, right? We're prepared also of that. We just hope that Advocate Mngomezulu, please come back tomorrow even more prepared and just take the case and then, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen a person taking a dustbin and like to the opposite side, and you know what I'm saying? Throwing everything that is inside that dustbin, like exposing it to everybody. I think we are hoping and praying that come tomorrow. What's the date tomorrow? It's the 23rd of May. Come tomorrow, the 23rd of May, Advocate Mngomezulu is onto something. It appears like it's going to take the case of the state and be like, you've got nothing. I told you there's nothing here. Because he's already said that anyway, that you guys, I told you you've got nothing. And he was like, I heard when you were being led into cross-examination, into examination in chief, that I heard you saying this and I waited for this opportunity. Even the judge laughed. I'm sure the judge is like, you host. I go when this advocate said so. So it's like, where host, where this man is about to expose you. Hey, maybe I'm gonna try this because the judge has got a tendency of distracting the defense when they're up to something. Maybe he was thinking, maybe I'm gonna distract him. I will find a way of disrupting him by because the judge, guys, have you noticed when the defense they are up to something, when we feel the defense, we're like, yeah, come on. Oh, the judge will come and enter the arena and ask a question that is not even supposed to be asking. You'll be like, hey, shame. But when it's Baloi, he hardly distracts him. He hardly enter the arena and disrupt the school of thought, the advocate Baloi. But yeah, we are watching. You know what I'm saying? Simjongile, sibabhekile. We are simply saying, ibambe ngakho. Yeah, you are good. You have a point until Advocate Mngomezulu have a hold of you. When he grabs you and he start dealing with you, we be like, best to no point, but leave the point. But yeah, I mean, we are. You and I can all agree, right, that we are impressed with the. When people when okay, let me do this. Let me say this. When the judge says it's got, what is it, 50 years experience or 60 years, 50 years experience, right? He always tells us about that experience. But we don't see the experience from the judge. But I'll tell you what. Advocate Mngomezulu, I don't know how many years of experience he has. And he has never told us about the years of experience he has. But he has demonstrated to look before us. I'm one who says Advocate Mngomezulu deserves a client such as your advocate. He deserves to represent people such as Abo Jacob Zuma, Abo what, because black lawyers has been accused of not being prepared enough when they have to submit things in court. But come on, look at this lawyer, my man. Look at this advocate. This advocate doesn't tell us about his seniority. He doesn't tell us about his experience. He demonstrated before us. I mean, what more do you want? Even whether they lose their case or they don't, but we are pleased with their performance. The lawyers in this case have demonstrated that, you know what? We are going to try and do our best to win this case. So, for me, Nje, I mean, honestly speaking, if I had money and there was a case against me, I will not even hesitate, not even twice, to hire Advocate Mngomezulu. Because the man, he does his background check. He does his investigation behind the scene. By the time he presents the case, the man is, you can tell, man, the man is not second guessing things. The man is clear. That is what we are seeing, that is what we are experiencing in court. And then it excites us, again. Because over 90% of us, we are rallying behind the defense. We are saying the accused are not the right people who took the life of Senzo Mayo, not the accused. It is somebody else who's being protected, but not the accused. Advocate Mngomezulu promised us that he's going to deal with the 205 Kakeli Kumala. I'm like, advocate. Yo. Nangu-ke lo. Ngizozama guys ukumstop court ngithi, "Hayi, please don't finish their case." But I don't promise you that I will succeed. But I will try. I'll try my best. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go there and say, "Hey, Mngomezulu, please don't finish their case." Yeah, but whenever he gets hot, I'll be like, "Hey, please calm down." You know what I'm saying? But I don't promise that I might succeed. I'm not promising. I'm saying I will try my best. You know what I'm saying?